Taylor here with another workout coming at you guys. So today's workout is focusing on glutes. It's super important to start your workout with glute activation movements like you're seeing here. Especially for those of you who are quad dominant like myself, it's really easy during a glute exercise for your quads to try to take over. So to prevent this and really make sure that your glutes are getting the full effect of the workout, you want to do glute activation movements. So for this, we're doing the banded side shuffle. You can find these bands on Amazon for super cheap, but you just put the bands around your ankles, or if you want it to be a little bit easier, around above your knees. And you just shuffle to the left and to the right, and you want to hold constant tension, so a wider stance when you're doing this exercise. I usually do it for 3 sets of about 10 to 15 reps on each side. So the first exercise we'll be doing getting into this workout is the sideways seated single leg press. This is a little bit of a change up from the regular leg press, as it really focuses on hitting those glutes. So you want to sit sideways on the machine and put your foot high on the press and point it out. You do each leg separately. I usually like to do about 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps on each leg. You may have to lower the weight a little bit because you are doing it single-legged versus both legs. This next exercise you're seeing is the elevated plie squat. So I like to use the steps of an assisted pull-up machine, or you can put 2 benches together or whatever you have at your gym. But you get into a squat stance with your feet shoulder width apart. You can either have your toes pointed out or pointed forward, and then you hold a dumbbell between your legs and you squat. You want to make sure that you're elevated so that when you squat, you get down to that 90-degree angle or lower, and it'll prevent your dumbbell from hitting the floor and stopping you. When you come back up from the squat, you want to really make sure to squeeze those glutes and then return back down. So I performed this exercise for 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps. On to the cable kickbacks. So for this, you do have to have some type of cable and some type of strap. You can also use a handle and kind of like wedge your foot into it if you don't have straps at your gym. So you want to do 1 leg at a time and squeeze when you bring your leg up. And the higher that the leg goes, the more tension on your glutes. So you really want to be able to kick up. So leave your egos at the door and don't worry about how much weight you can do. Worry about really getting that foot up into the air and squeezing those glutes. I performed this exercise for 4 sets of about 12 to 15 reps on each leg. Now on to the curtsy lunges. So this is a lunge in which you bring your right leg behind your left and vice versa. You can either be holding dumbbells or put a barbell on your back like you're seeing here. You want to make sure you have a wide stance to begin with for the greatest stretch of your glutes and your legs and your hamstrings. This is a really great overall leg exercise. I performed this for about 4 sets of 12 to 15 on each leg. And lastly guys, to wrap up this workout, we're doing a superset of my 2 favorite glute exercises, the hip thruster and the straight-legged dumbbell deadlift. So here, you're seeing the hip thruster. You can use a weight, you can use a plate, you can use a barbell, anything you feel comfortable with. You lay with your back on the edge of a bench, place the weight in your lap, and thrust. You really want to focus on squeezing your glutes when you come up, and then go back down, come up, squeeze, and go back down. I performed this for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. And then I superset it with the straight leg dumbbell deadlift. I personally like to have a slight bend in my knee when I do this. Some people are completely straight legged, but I feel like I don't get as much of a stretch. So I put a slight bend in my knee, I keep my back straight, and then I perform the deadlift. You'll feel a great stretch in your hamstring, and that's when you know that you've done the exercise correctly. So I go down, come up, do that ugly butt squeeze, go back down, and come back up. And I do this for 3 sets of 12 to 15. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next vlog, which you can find in the link listed in the description below.